Okay. Benito with one ball. Okay.
One ball Benito.
One ball Benito. Aww. Are you ready?
Ready.
All right. Hi, my name's Katie. I'm the social media manager.
I'm Samantha. I'm the director.
And we work at the Cattery. Yep. So today, I already forgot.
We're going to talk about intake.
Intake. Okay, that's what it was.
So, not all shelters do things the same way, but we will tell you how we do it if you're interested. If you're not, bye. Just kidding. Just kidding.
If you're not, look at the cute cats on your screen, okay?
Yeah. So we've had people very nefariously tell us we know where you get your cats. Like it's some kind of
garbage.
We had one lady, we actually got sued once. This should be our...
There's your story.
There's the story. We were
story
trying
time.
to think of a story that kind of actually relates, so we'll tell it at the end. But we got sued once. That's your teaser.
Yeah, hang out till the end to hear the rest of that, because I've never heard this either.
By the lady that said, I know where you get your cats.
Oh, jeez.
So we do everything by email. So we have people, if someone comes in that found cats or whatever, we direct them to email us, and then our intake director, which currently is me, and I wish it was not, but it is currently me.
One of the many hats you wear. It's purple.
We go go through the emails, and we basically, so say this week we had 27 adoptions.
Mm-hmm.
In a few weeks, I'll put a 27 on the calendar, and that's how many I can take that week.
Wow.
So we replace, but sometimes, like after kitten season, I might cut that in half.
Right.
Because we need to get back to a respectable number of cats instead of...
A respectable number.
We're not.
200 is too many.
Yeah, it is. It's not the highest we've been at, but we're more comfortable around 125.
Yeah.
But we make exceptions during kitten season because there's a lot more litters.
Kittens are small. You can
Kittens
stack them.
Yeah. You can stack one on
them
top of the other.
Yeah, just a bunch of kittens.
We get shoe organizers and just put them in there.
That's a good idea.
The ones that hang off the door.
That's a good.
Just one kitten.
Little pockets of kittens. That's really cute. I'd make a cute video. Just saying.
So yeah, that's basically how we do it. We're not an open intake shelter.
Mm-hmm.
We've talked about this before, but in case you weren't there, people get mad at us because we're not open intake, which means sometimes when people come in or when they email, we have to say we don't have space. People also get mad at open intake shelters because to be open intake, that sometimes means you get overwhelmed, you get too many animals that you cannot take care of, and you have to euthanize.
Yep.
So, I mean, it's like a catch-22 and no one's ever happy, but we choose to be a limited admission shelter, basically. So we only take what we can take care of. Yep. What we have room for, what we have resources for, how many, there's a whole formula about how many square feet a cat needs. So we know how many should be in our rooms to prevent future illness and just stress and things like that. Exactly. So that's why we do it that way. And then
it's a formula. It's science.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
They blinded me with science. Anyway, people used to say I digress instead of anyway, and I really like
I digress.
I digress better.
Say it. Go ahead. I digress.
I digress.
As I was saying,
Computer Dave, who no one knows here except for me, he fixed our computers, and he used to say that all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Computer Dave.
He would get off on a tangent and come back and say I digress, and then carry on. He was magical. It was wonderful.
That's cute.
Anywho, I digress.
Anywho's.
I don't even know what we were talking about.
I don't either. I lost it.
So we have an intake calendar, and it's usually booked several weeks, if not months out. And we kind of know the numbers of who and what age group gets adopted, so I know how many from each thing we can take in. And it's very important. And like I said, every shelter isn't like us, but I believe many do it this way. If you find like a mom and babies or baby kittens, it's always better to say, "Hey, I can foster until you have space or until they're big enough to go to the shelter."
Yep.
And contact shelters as early as possible, because right now I'm getting tons of emails from people that found kittens back in April and now they're 3 or 4 months old.
Oh my God.
And we don't like, our teen room is pretty much like our adult room. We don't get as many adoptions out of those areas, so we can't take as many.
Exactly.
But if those people had contacted us when they first found the kittens, we probably would have been able to get them in. Not necessarily everyone, but a lot.
And not right away, at least, but at some point.
Yeah. So always contact early and be willing to foster them, because like we don't have a lot of room for emergency situations. So many emails I get that say, "I cannot hold on to these kittens, they need to go today." Well, when we have a schedule that's booked out for 2 months, that's probably not going to happen for us.
No, it's not. And it's not because we don't want to. Like, we love cats.
Yeah.
We would take every cat if we could, but literally we cannot. That's just not feasible.
I got an email yesterday, in fact, that I have not answered yet, but it says, "I live over here," which isn't too far from us, "and I asked all the rescues over here, and I guess they don't want to help."
That's
no, I mean,
not what's happening.
We literally exist because we want to help.
Exactly.
And it's insulting for you to come and say, "You don't want to help me." No, we do want to help you, but there's so many, we can't help everyone.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, that's not the way we want it to be. That's the way it is.
Yep.
So, I don't know if you asked this out loud, but
maybe.
In answer to the question, or like while we were recording, but in answer to the question, how many requests do we get a week?
Oh, yeah.
We get anywhere from, it's never less than 100. And that's because like we get emails from people saying, "I have 16 cats, I need help." We get those. One week, someone literally had 80 something cats.
What the heck?
Yeah. So then, if you just have 10 people with a mom and 8 kittens, that's almost 100 right there. And we get 15 to 20 emails a day.
Yep.
So it adds up quickly. And if we have 100 requests, or 100 people want us to take 100 cats, and if you follow us, our adoptions are usually between 15 and 25.
God, we're gonna have 1,000 cats really soon.
Yeah. And for those of you that are not local and are like, "How can this happen?" and blah blah blah, like, people need to get their animals spayed and neutered. They are. We did 100 plus surgeries last week.
Yep.
We did
most weeks.
Yeah, most weeks. We did 32 feral cats yesterday. I think we had 30 scheduled today. Like, people are getting animals fixed. It just takes time. There's so many. So it's a long process, and people think that, "Oh, you've been open 12 years doing spays and neuters. Why isn't it taken care of?" And we're not the only ones. We were the first ones, but there's 3 more that came after us that are also doing surgeries. So I assume their numbers are very similar, if not more than ours.
Yeah.
So that's like over probably 30,000 animals getting fixed a year.
Jesus.
And we're doing the best we can.
Exactly.
And people are doing the best they can. Like, we have to turn away people there too. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Like, we're so booked out so far. It's true. So we're trying.
So that's how we do intake. And I do it by email because it's just so much easier to keep it straight.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I would have
like
notes.
History of it.
Yeah, notes all over the place. When people come in and they have 4 kittens instead of 3, I don't have to go through a notebook full of notes or a spreadsheet or whatever. I just type in their name and their emails pop up. It's so much easier.
Definitely.
So
cool.
Anyone that has messaged me personally on Facebook should know that. Because I hardly ever answer those, and they probably don't like me, but whatever. That's why I started a shelter.
Exactly. Contact the shelter.
Yes. So the story, are we done with that?
I think so. I think that pretty much wraps it up, but let's hear about you getting sued.
Oh, and we got to talk about Butterscotch.
Oh, yeah.
But so I'll keep this story short.
Okay.
So one time we were on the news and there were cats in the background. It wasn't even like a news segment featuring a cat or whatever. Cats were running around in the background. I think we were talking maybe about an event we were having or something. And this lady came by the shelter and said, "You have my cat." Well, we weren't open yet, but she waited till we were open. And the cat that she wanted or said was hers, we knew it came from a veterinarian that asked us to take it from Victoria, which is a town an hour and a half away.
Oh my God.
And we were taking cats from there because we were adopting cats there in the PetSmart there. So I didn't think it was fair to send our cats to another city. So I actually rescued cats from Victoria to adopt out in Victoria.
Oh, wow.
But then we stopped doing that. So we had some leftover Victoria cats, and this was one of them. Well, we tried to explain to her that it wasn't her cat, but she was welcome to adopt it. And she's the one that said, "I know where you get your cats." Like it was something crazy. Like we went out and stole people's cats.
Oh my God. That's what we do.
Yeah, we steal people's cats.
Every time you let your cat outside, we go and grab them.
That's why we say, or we shouldn't say, "Don't let your cats out," because then where would we get cats?
Well, the thing is that people like to feel like rebels, so they do it anyway. And then we grab them. You shouldn't have let your cat outside.
So
there's bad people out there.
They drive a van that says the Cattery on the side.
Yep.
Anyway, in the process of all this,
God,
we found out that we would not adopt to her because we only do indoor cats for this reason. She had lost like 10 or 12 cats or something because her neighbor keeps trapping them and taking them away. And that's what she was insinuating, that her neighbor trapped them and brought them to us.
Oh my God.
Which was not true. And she ended up suing us for custody of this cat.
Oh my God.
But long story short, it didn't go anywhere, and we adopted the cat out, to a safe
house. To someone else.
Yeah, to someone else.
Yeah.
So,
God, that's my cat. Are you sure?
Yeah. So shelters, I mean, I guess there's probably one out there that goes in. Maybe, but I don't think most animal shelters have their hands full just with people wanting to bring.
Honestly, like they come here. We don't need to go look for them.
Yeah.
They get brought here.
Exactly. So that's that story.
That's interesting.
Katie will tell you about Butterscotch.
So Butterscotch got adopted. We have had Butterscotch for I don't even know how long.
1 year and 5 months.
Thank you. 1 year and 5 months. So she actually came in with a litter of kittens, and they were all super cute. Actually, it was just two little babies.
I actually remember taking her in because she's one of the few that we take in. Someone who brought them in. And we had space. There are the very rare times.
It's very rare, but it can happen.
It can happen that we actually have space and we
two little tortie babies.
Yeah, it was two little babies.
I remember
and they
them
were
now.
So freaking cute, and she was so pretty.
She was such a good mama too. I remember that. So Butterscotch's babies got adopted, and she was in the adult room for a while. And honestly, I would call her Gremlin. I called what she did Gremlin mode. She would always if you pet her long enough, she'd get a little overstimulated, and then she'd just freak out, and her mouth would be open.
And she was gonna bite it.
Yeah,
in a moment. Exactly.
She was just ready to bite you, but she never really bit hard. She never hurt me. But she was a little nibbly. I'll say that. She had Gremlin mode for sure. She also I also called her Darth Vader. That was a more recent one because she had a snorty way of breathing. It almost sounded like Darth Vader. Anywho. So I guess Butterscotch finally found her forever home, and it wasn't with me. So I'm really happy for her.
But we got an update.
Oh yeah, we got an update.
which was the whole point of
That
this,
was the point.
and Katie has forgotten.
It's okay. That's what I do. Let me read you the email. Okay. It says, we decided to name her Pumpkin. So now Butterscotch is Pumpkin.
Aww.
She is absolutely loving her new home. She makes kitty biscuits every morning and wants to be held every day. She spends most of her days cuddling with her new parents, and at night she sleeps by her pillows. Her breathing still isn't perfect, as you already know, but it's been better since she's gotten here. She's become a wonderful lap cat. My other cat, Sammy, isn't too fond of her yet, but we're still in the process of slowly introducing them to each other.
Aww.
So she's got a sibling too named Sammy. It's really cute.
I hope they send pictures. They did not send pictures in this.
I hope they do too. She's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And she's kind of got a little bit of cross eyes. And she's really cute. Seriously, one of the cutest cats ever. So that's awesome. That's awesome. I'm happy they sent an update already.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. Follow us all the places.
That's all we got today.
Yeah, we're done.
Yep. All right.
We're tired.
It's been a day.
Tell them about the beginning of your day.
All right, last story. This morning, I wake up at 5-ish every morning. Don't ask me why. I just do.
This is why the video was posted late.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Oh, my Lord. So I get up at 5 in the morning. I like my mornings, okay, personally. I have a lot of kids, and 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm rested, and there's no kids awake. So I get a lot of stuff done at 5 o'clock in the morning. Anyways, I'm up at 5. I let the dog outside to go to the bathroom because, of course, she's been holding it all night. And I'm in my kitchen working, and I hear a dog yelping. And the dog that's outside is not a loud dog. So I'm like, what is that noise? That's weird. And I'm sitting there thinking I should go out there and check on her. Let me just finish this one thing I'm doing. And then I could smell this horrible smell. I'm sitting in my kitchen. I smell something so disgusting. I'm like, is that a skunk? It's a skunk. So I'm like, oh my God, I bet she was sprayed with a skunk, and that's why she's screaming. Or screamed. Like she did like, woo! Anyway, I opened the window. We let her in through the window. Is that Dewey? He just meowed so loud.
Meowed in my microphone.
Meow. And she comes running in with her eyes closed, and of course she stinks like a skunk, and I had to give her a bath, and then my husband told me you're not supposed to put water on it. And then it was such a fun morning.
Because Katie's not a dog person.
I'm not. Like, I have a dog. She's not really
You have a dog now.
I do. I didn't mean to get one. We have a dog right now. Her name is Maybe for a couple of reasons. One, I don't want a dog. I didn't want one.
Maybe you have one.
But maybe I've got a dog now. Until my mom is ready to take her, I guess. We'll see. I don't know yet. Anyways, so that's how my morning started. I'm tired, and I feel like I stink. I don't think I do, but I feel like I do.
I don't smell you.
Thank God. I've been so self-conscious all day. I'm like, do I smell like a skunk? I washed myself like 4 times. So, anywho, it's been a day.
Yeah, that's what. I'm just tired because she told me that story.
Well, you went to the dentist.
Oh, I also went to the dentist.
That makes me tired.
Very stressful.
I always get tired after the dentist.
They gave me a napkin to wipe my mouth.
Oh, no.
And at the end, the napkin was crumbled in this tiny little ball in my fist.
I believe it.
And she was like, I could have given you a stress ball. And I'm like, I didn't know I was doing this until right now.
You literally were just squeezing the life out of it.
So I got a stress ball for next time.
Oh,
she
good.
Gave me one. Yeah.
That's really nice of them. That's a cool little perk. What is he doing?
I don't know.
He wants a string.
Dewey is in here wreaking havoc. He's looking to get into trouble.
He's definitely looking.
He already stepped on my sandwich.
Oh my God.
And
he's going to do it again.
Now he's going to try to eat the sandwich.
Dewey.
He stuck his finger in nacho sauce from his paw in nacho sauce from Taco Bell yesterday.
Oh my
Taryn
God.
gave me her leftover little taquito with the cheese sauce.
Yeah.
And he put his stinking paw in it.
Oh my gosh, Dewey.
He was so happy.
I bet he was.
Licked it and licked it and licked it.
Best day ever. Dewey's having a good day. Good for you, Dewey. I'm happy for you.
All right. We've been talking way longer than we thought.
Now we're done.
Talking.
We're done talking now.
Talking. Talken.
Talking. Talking. Okay, we're done.
Bye.
Bye.
Follow us all those places. All right.
All the places. Okay,
Maybe
bye.
Katie might put some links or something.
I might if I remember.
Bye.
Bye.